As you can see, there are now only 6 columns remaining as it was hit by lightning, earthquakes and pulled apart for the use of its granite columns.
Welcome to the Oliver and Lucas Kids Show. Today, we're in Lebanon to teach you about the amazing ruins of Baalbek. We're lucky to have Fahmi to teach us all about it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's go!
This famous ancient city is located in the Lebanese town of Baalbek. It is Lebanon's greatest Roman treasure and is counted as one of the best preserved wonders of the ancient world. When we say ancient world, we mean over 8,000 years ago. The ruins of Baalbek contain large man-made stones with impressive details and designs that remain a historical mystery. Historians from all around the world are puzzled as they cannot tell who, how, or when these magnificent buildings were made. What we do know is the Temple Complex of Baalbek was a Phoenician city once known as Heliopolis. Heliopolis is a Greek term meaning the city of the sun.
What's his name?
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yes.
Oliver Twist. Okay. Here behind you, we have 12 granite columns.
This is letters from the Romans. Oh, come! What does it say? Hey, Romans.
We are now walking up the wide staircase that will lead us to the Temple of Jupiter.
We are at the entrance of Jupiter Temple, the god of sun, the god of goddess. Remain standing up from 54 columns, just 6 columns.
This temple is dedicated to Jupiter, the god of sky and thunder. It is the largest temple of the Roman world. It is not known who built or designed the temple or when it was constructed. The temple was made of 54 gigantic granite columns that were carried all the way from Egypt. This has historians puzzled, as they do not know how they managed to transport these columns from Egypt across the rocky hills and mountains of Lebanon. What a tremendous effort it must have required. As you can see, there are now only 6 columns remaining as it was hit by lightning, earthquakes and pulled apart for the use of its granite columns.
How did they build the pillars without ladders?
Fahmi explained to me that we're on the site of one of the most mysterious ruins of the Roman Empire, and so no one can answer how they built these temples.
Wow! The temple is still standing.
You don't know what is that?
The
Tempel of Bacchus, the god of wine.
Yes.
The most preserved temple ever in the world.
God.
2,000 years old. You can see some artists, some sitting out, some rooms, and there is a mosque of Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim. Yalla.
Here is another interesting fact. In the base of the Temple of Jupiter lies the largest cut stones ever discovered. These stones are a part of the foundation of the temple and has archaeologists mystified as they do not know how ancient people managed to cut and move these stones.
How they transport this rock from the quarry until here, till now, it's a mystery. Nobody knows.
Lots and lots of people to push it. I'm gonna try to push it. Didn't work. Tell me about these rocks.
No,
How
how
do they
they
stick together?
How they attach them together.
Yes.
by putting between every two rocks bronze and lead. They dig holes, then they added bronze and lead to attach them together.
Got it. How did they design these rocks?
We don't have an answer for your question. It still now also looks like a mystery, because there is some archaeology say this art is coming from Roman period, and there are other archaeology say no, it's returned back to Phoenician, the owners of the land. So till this moment we don't have any right and correct and proven idea for which period it's returned back this influence.
Also, did they just put the gate there?
We're now in the court of this ancient city and will make our way to the Temple of Bacchus.
Look up of the 6 columns. Between every 2 columns there is a rock connects the columns together. When it's raining, the water comes down to the column here, then to the mouth of the lion. It was a gutter.
Wow.
And the head of the lion have a symbol, have a meaning. The meaning of the head of the lion is a power, force. The sign of immortality here.
The Temple of Bacchus is a monument dedicated to the Roman god of wine. It is considered the best preserved and grandest Roman temple ever found. Your eyes will never get enough of enjoying the richly detailed stonework and carved decorations. These colossal temples took over 2 centuries to build. That is more than 200 years. Baalbek was once a sacred place, as pilgrims used to travel from faraway lands to worship their gods. Baalbek has had many rulers, and it has been difficult to know who was responsible for building this majestic ancient city. Was it the Phoenicians, the Romans, or the Macedonian king Alexander the Great? Maybe you can solve this mystery.
Look, you can see the column lean on the wall. Pieces still attached together because of the way of attachment that they use the bronze and lead with between them.
It's time for us to go because we need to do some more exploring. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more educative videos for kids. See you next time. Bye!
Bye.